What's going on, guys? I want to shoot a video out for y'all talking about day trading. Now, day trading is a magnificent way to make a tremendous amount of money, and 95% of people don't know about it. Every time I tell somebody about day trading, they really have no idea what I'm talking about. So, first and foremost, let me break down what day trading is. Day trading is basically stock investment, but on a day to day basis. It's all short term stocks. So, for example, if you let's say you had or you do it yourself or you have some sort of accountant or finance expert invest in the Apple, for example, just Apple, and you donate 50, I mean not donate, you invest $50,000 in the Apple, and you just hold that stock or stocks plural for years, and you just have a return. You have a return income from that income that you put into that stock. Simple. Day trading, however, is short-term stocks. You buy stocks short, and day to day you get online from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m., which is when the market is open, the stock market. You get on and you basically buy stocks and sell them. Sometimes it can be within 30 seconds. Sometimes you can hold on to a stock for 3 4 hours. You have 7 hours from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. So day trading is basically short-term stock investment. That's all it is. Now, like I said, it's a tremendous way to make money. It's simple, it's easy, and quite frankly, when you really look into it and you get somewhat versed with it, you gain some amount of knowledge about it. You really realize that it's just online legal gambling. That's all it is. It's just legal stock gambling. So I first got into day trading. Actually, around the same time, I was watching two YouTube channels. One was this bodybuilder fitness personality named Rich Piano, and he talked about how he made day trading back in the day when he was in his 20s, and he's in his 40s now. And then I follow another guy named Cameron Focus on YouTube, and I had been following him. I don't know how I got. Maybe I found his channel right after I found out day trading from Rich Piano, but basically I followed his channel too, and both of those channels inspired me to become knowledgeable about it. So I read some books, talked to some people, blah 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 blah. Did some research, and I started just gaining knowledge about it. I started amassing all this knowledge pertaining to day trading, and I just really liked it. I felt like I was really good at it off the rip, just naturally, and I started doing it. I did it summer of 2016. I just finished my freshman year in college, and I just had some time on my hands. So I woke up early, got on the computer, spent some hours on it, and just learned the ropes. And one cool thing about day trading is you can do what I call, and this might be what they really might be called, but I call them mock investments. So you get on that website, or there's different websites you can get on to day trade, but I had like two that I would get on, and you can just mock invest in certain stocks. So you can just act like you were gonna invest $50. You can act like you were gonna invest $1,000, 500, 465. Sometimes there are odd numbers. You can act like you're gonna invest that amount. You can come back a couple hours later, or maybe the next day. You can see how that stock increased and see how much money you would have made and or lost had you kept that amount. So, I did that for a few weeks, and after a while, I actually started putting some money in. I got my account. I put some money into my portfolio. The portfolio is the amount of money you have and the amount of stocks that you have, and that's called your portfolio. You have an account on these websites, and you have a portfolio. So I just started putting some money into it. I started investing. I lost some, gained a lot, and I just started playing with it. I just got really good at it, and I realized that it's really just, like I said, online gambling. A lot of the books I read, they helped. They helped me understand the science behind it, and when's the best time to do it, and this and that. But overall, I really just realized that it's a much simpler way to do it, and that's just to treat it like online gambling. Like I said with the real estate video right before this video, a lot of people don't understand that these textbook definitions, these fundamental ways of doing things aren't really going to give you the 100% truth on how to become successful in that said business. So like I said, what I did, I just started experimenting, and the understanding that I basically walked away from, well, not walked away, I'm still doing it, but what I walked away from those first few weeks was basically, like, let me break it down for you. Let's just say Apple. I know everybody knows that company. I'm on an iPhone right now. So if you're on Apple, and I'm just going to make up some numbers, let's say the stock, because like I said, with the same thing with real estate, that stock market goes up and down constantly. constantly. And you can either buy a stock or you can sell a stock. That's how you make money within the stock market. So let's just say Apple, and let's say, and this isn't true, they're way more than this just for one, but let's just say the stock is 100 to 110. That's usually, Apple's a pretty steady company. It's been doing well for years and years. It's going to keep doing well and well. And it just slightly, Apple usually just slightly going up. Business is doing well for Apple. But, let's just say it goes down a little bit, goes up a little bit. So you start off at $100 stock. That's the lowest it's ever really going to drop, around 100. And let's say at its highest, it goes up, just to make it easy, let's just say 110. So constantly, day by day, at the lowest, it'll be 100, at the highest, 110. So 103, 102, 109, 106, 104, 109, 110, 101. And it just keeps going up and down. So what I did when I was doing those mock investments, I would find a stock, and I would I would just make a mock investment at, like, maybe 100, 101, if you're using the Apple example. And when it got to 108, 109, and 110, I would sell the stock because it's worth $110 now. But I bought it for 100 or 101, maybe 102 or 103. So I make that much more money. That's only, $7 if we're doing 103 to 110. But I'm just giving an example. It's a lot more money than this, but you make that $7 profit, and you can set it within your portfolio to where it does everything automatically. So if you have if that stock is in your portfolio, you can set it to where every time it drops to 103 or below, it automatically sells, and every time it goes to, let's say, 108 and up, it buys. So just constantly, you're making money from this all day long. Bam, 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 bam. But if the way you can lose money is, let's say you buy a stock at 110 and you start to realize that it never goes above 110, well, then you're either going to break even at selling it at 110 again, or, most likely you're going to lose money because it's going to drop below 110, because that's the peak, and you've already bought at the peak. So now you have nowhere to go. So now you're going to be forced to sell at 108, 106, 101, and that's how you lose money. And when you're in the big leagues, that's thousands of dollars. That's why being a stockbroker, being an investor, all of these different things, that's why it's such a stressful job if you allow it to be. But if you just follow the way that I was doing it, just when that stock hits that highest value, sell, and when it's at its lowest, buy. It's a pretty simple strategy, and it works. It's effective. Like I said, it's open from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m., and I was just doing that for a big chunk of my summer. I was just getting on the computer. I had these different websites that I went to, and you could just make mock investments and make a tremendous amount of money. Now would be a pretty good time to get into the stock market. Surprisingly, well, not surprisingly, I know why, but the stock market is increasing. It's been increasing fairly rapidly, considering we just came out of a recession. Since Donald Trump has been in office, it's been increasing fairly rapidly. So, investments, day trading, real estate, things like that, it's definitely the time to start investing money. You can make a large amount of money getting into these different investments right now, and take advantage of it, because, like I said, all these markets, they take dips and they have climbs, and usually it's steady, but right now we're climbing up. So start buying now, let it keep climbing, and try to sell. That's the best case situation that you could put yourself in. So like I said, day trading, I already did a video on real estate. I did this video on day trading. I'm gonna start going into more detail if I see people are interested. But yeah, that's how I did it. You start off low at a low price of that stock, buy it, then sell it when it gets high. Simple. All right, appreciate y'all watching.